Well, that didn't go down very well. You'll recall the ominous warning the Swedish government and military sent to its own citizens a couple of weeks ago, namely by Carl-Oskar Bolin, the Minister for Civil Defence, and Sweden's Commander-in-Chief, Michael Biden, that Swedes should prepare for war, not in some far-flung foreign nation, but in the Scandinavian country itself. But talk of an imminent Russian invasion prompted more of a panic than a sober response. France 24 reports that the prepare for war warning, surprise, surprise, didn't go down very well on TikTok, where parents across the country report their children seeing clips about the disturbing news and coming home from school in tears. Swedish child protection group BRIS says its hotlines have been swamped with calls from traumatized youngsters. For many children who are easily anxious or who are already worried about war, it became even more difficult when they were faced with social media posts and adults talking on the news about war, said their Secretary General. The alarmist rhetoric sparked much condemnation within Sweden, with the public panic buying emergency supplies with a run on emergency radios, jerry cans and camping stoves. Critics say the military is enacting a secret longing to finally test the Swedish fighting forces, or just as cynically, they're merely fanning the flames of hysteria in order to engage in a massive cash grab. Moscow responded by saying the Swedish leadership should stop driving its people towards paranoia. Meanwhile, this spring Sweden will take part in the largest NATO exercise since the Cold War. Whether the warning was an empty threat or a dire proclamation, many Swedes seem to be extremely worried. Elin Bowman, a spokeswoman at the Swedish Civil Contingencies Agency, MSB, which specialises in crisis management, said the comments had prompted a 3,500% increase in visits to the agency's web-based map of bomb shelters, and a 900% increase in downloads of its information booklet if crisis or war comes. That's proper Cold War throwback vibes. But many observers will note that far from Russia being the biggest threat to Sweden's social fabric and peaceful society, the real threat to all that, and what's ripping it apart on a daily basis, is one that their leaders gleefully lowered the drawbridge for: mass migration. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.